Afternoon VC, Dave here, back to do another video. Got a request a while back from Bill at the Vinylverse to show my John Coltrane collection, and what better time than with the release of Blue World. So here we go. I'm going to go through these. These are just going to be my Coltrane as a leader albums that I have. I've got a lot of stuff with him as a sideman as well that I just honestly didn't want to dig out. But you know, the stuff he did with Kenny Burrell, Cecil Taylor, Miles Davis, the list goes on and on. I've got all that stuff too. But these are all the ones that I have. I've got some big holes still to fill. Infinity, Interstellar Space being the two biggest ones that I need. I've had my hands on 1 million copies of Soul Train. They're always destroyed, just annihilated. So I don't have it, and I'm just holding out for an original on that for some reason instead of grabbing an OJC. But anyway, here we go. Of course, early on, his I think this was 1957. I'm not going to remember all the years on these. I've got them pretty much in order. So, but this was his first, I believe, as a lead man on Prestige. Prestige 7105. And probably my favorite cover. And I know Diana did a coffee painting of this, which is amazing. This is a early OJC copy. Very happy to have this. Got this at a convention. Next is my copy of Blue Train. It's a early stereo pressing that I got from Carolina Soul for a really good deal. Amazing album on Blue Note. The next is one that I just recently got from my man at Noble Records, Dylan. That's John Coltrane with the Red Garland Trio, Training In. OJC copy on Prestige. Some great stuff here with Paul Chambers on bass, Art Taylor on the drums. Next is my copy of Giant Steps on Atlantic, stereo pressing. I'm not sure about all the pressings on these, but this one is in absolutely gorgeous condition. And not a first press, but an early press. Next is this is an original stereo press of Africa Brass from the John Coltrane Quartet. One of my favorites. Fantastic. Amazing album here. So that's A6 in the Impulse series. I think this is probably, the first Coltrane put out on Impulse. I could be wrong. I think it's the first. This Lush Life here on Prestige. OJC copy of this. Great album. Donald Byrd on trumpet, Louis Hayes on the drums. Awesome record. Next on Prestige, Setting the Pace. One you don't see very often. Red Garland, Paul Chambers, Art Taylor. Still a lineup here. Recorded in '58. Really love this record. Again, this one doesn't get shown a whole lot. Great album. We've got one of his biggest records, My Favorite Things. It's on Atlantic stereo reissue. I got at Repo quite a while back. Iconic record. Got a original stereo press of Coltrane Jazz on Atlantic. Got this at a convention. We've got Olay. Yeah, this is a original stereo. It's not in the best of shape cover-wise, but it was really cheap. Also got this at a convention. And we've got this reissue of Coltrane on Impulse. Another classic record. And a original stereo pressing of Live at the Village Vanguard, one of the first Coltrane records I ever found, also at a convention. Got an early stereo pressing of a Coltrane Plays the Blues on Atlantic. Yeah. Who else? This is McCoy Tyner, Alvin Jones on this one. Got a copy of Standard Coltrane on Prestige. Early pressing of this. I think my friend picked this up for me while in Atlanta at Criminal Records. More great stuff, recording-wise, from Rudy Van Gelder there. Got a early stereo pressing of Coltrane live at Birdland. Oh man, love this performance here. It took a long time for me to find a good copy of this. Stoked with that. Got a early stereo press of Ballads. Beautiful record, underrated. Of course, the amazing lineup: Jimmy Garrison, Alvin Jones, McCoy Tyner. We've got some more on Prestige, Stardust, stereo copy. I love this one, Dakar. And my buddy found an original pressing of this at Repo recently. Kind of jealous, but this is a very nice pressing here that I have. Got from a seller in Jersey. Let's see, a later reissue of Impressions on MCA Impulse. The other one that doesn't get shown too much, The Believer. Love this album as well. Freddie Hubbard is on here, which you don't see very often with John. Fantastic. We've got Black Pearls, stereo copy on Prestige. Fantastic, as all these are. Gonna say that a lot. Recent reissue of Bahia on Prestige. I think it's an OJC. Yeah, love these series of Prestige that he ended up putting out. This record, loved this one. Found this first time I ever went into Underdog Records in Winston-Salem. It was the first thing I saw on the wall, and I immediately grabbed it. Early stereo press of Coltrane sound on Atlantic, in great shape. This was an amazing deal. I think I might have paid $20, $25 for it. Great record. Probably my number one Coltrane record for me. It's so freaking beautiful. Crescent, the classic quartet. I got this reissue from Amoeba in Hollywood. That's an all-timer for me. And then that led to a Love Supreme. I wish I had a gatefold. Never been in the cards, but I just have this copy here. One of the first jazz records I ever bought at Lunchbox. This was like $8. It just plays fantastic, so I'm good with it. Somebody wants to send me a nice early press, go for it. The Last Train on Prestige. Got this from Tip Top. And then more on Impulse. Chim Chim Cheree, Song of Praise, Nature Boy, Brasilia from the John Coltrane Quartet. This one is killer. This is a original stereo press. Another original stereo press of Ascension. Got this from Luke also. Premium sound at Tip Top. This one, another underrated album from John. I love this record. Starting to move out. And then we've got this one here, which I ended up getting it for just a couple of bucks because the cover is completely goners. John Coltrane Plays for Lovers, but I'm glad I did because it's the only time I've ever seen this record. I've never seen it shown. I mean, the record plays through, but it is completely been partied with. I mean, look at that. Whoa. Love to find another copy of this, but never seen it. Reissue of Coltrane live at the Village Vanguard again. Another one of the first jazz records I ever picked up. Got this in a lunchbox. Great performance. Been to the Village Vanguard before, and Birdland. Both amazing venues. At Kool Say Mama on Impulse. Original stereo pressing. I know Bill, he just picked this one up. Love this record. I've got a copy of Meditations, stereo pressing, later stereo press of this that was brought to me during the meetup by Dylan. Thanks again, man. This is a great one. Love this album. Here's one, reissue of The Avant-Garde, John Coltrane and Don Cherry. Big Don Cherry fan, really love this one. This is early avant-garde stuff. Starting to take the music into new realms. Fantastic. And then really taking it out there is this record. New thing at Newport. I've got a white label promo stereo copy. So this is John with one side, Archie Shepp, I believe, on the other. Archie Shepp stuff's crazy. Sorry, I got interrupted there. I'm going to continue on here with the Coltrane records. We've got Expression, original stereo copy on Impulse. Man, another great one. Got Cosmic Music with Alice Coltrane, which I just showed in the other video from today. This is the 2017 reissue on Superior Viaduct. That one is way out there. Got to be in the right frame of mind to jam that one. Next, I love this record. Selflessness featuring My Favorite Things. This is the original promo copy of this on Impulse. Got Transition original on Impulse. And another one that doesn't get talked about much. This one's kind of hard to find. This one's fantastic. Another on the free jazz end of things. This is John Coltrane featuring Pharoah Sanders live in Seattle. I just recently picked this up from Dylan at Noble Records. This is a double album original copy of that. Original stereo of Sunship. This is a really damn good Coltrane record right here. A really good one to start with too if you're looking to get into John. promo copy of Alternate Takes on Atlantic. This one you can pick up pretty cheap. Fantastic. This is a really great one. Africa Brass Sessions Volume 2. Just found this recently as well. On ABC Impulse. This is an OG. Another one that doesn't get shown a whole lot. First Meditations for Quartet. This is a promo copy on ABC Impulse. This is a wonderful Coltrane record as well. I got the other Village Vanguard tapes, promo copy that I got at the WFAE radio station sale that they had at Lunchbox. Double album on Impulse. Got one of the Mastery of John Coltrane volumes here, Volume 1, Feeling Good. Promo copy on Impulse. Comp here. I guess there's a few more volumes that I need to find. We've got the Paris concert on Pablo. One of the first I was able to find and pick up years ago. Great performance. We've got Bye Bye Blackbird, another live album on Pablo with great lineup, Tyner, Jones, and Garrison. We've got Offering live at Temple University, RSD Impulse release, one of 2000. I have 1208. Just two long sides here. Alice Coltrane's on here, Pharoah Sanders, Rashid Ali. You've got John on vocals here. This is a wild album. Way out. There were goners that night. And then you've got, of course, the Lost album on Impulse. Untitled Original 11383. One of my favorite tracks ever from John. So happy this got put out. I absolutely love that song. And then this was the Record Store Day, basically 12-inch release from that on Impulse also. And then of course you've got what was just put out, Blue World, and yeah, the movie soundtrack that finally seen the light of day. So that's everything as far as what I have as a leader. Got some gaps, early stuff, and then of course the later Impulse stuff that I need to fill. But other than that, there you go, Bill. Peace.